Well, all right now, YouTube. I'm back here at this poplar log that's in the middle of the road here, as you can see, and I'm going to buck that puppy up today. It's about $8, and I'm just not going to record everything. Y'all have seen the saw run and everything, and I got to get to work. I got a load of firewood here with me today in the truck and the trailer. I got some good kafsóxyla I got to deliver here in a minute. So I'm not going to record everything. Take a walk over here. You can see this wood, and there's quite a few bucks I got to do on it. I already got it marked up there. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 bucks I got to do on this poplar wood, and I will do an update for you here shortly when I get it all bucked up and show you what it looks like. I'm going to move it out of the road, but this video, it might be kind of a mix of things. I got some saw sharpening updates I wanted to give you on the Dremel saw sharpening. And if you want to see more details on exactly how to get into the fine tooth of those teeth, let me know in the comments. But I'll probably put a video together about of several things going on, and it'll be what it will be. But I'm going to get to work and buck that log up and get this piece of crap out of here. Okay, well, all right, now, this is after the first morning, and like I said, I had to run and deliver a load of wood, so I just bucked this thing up and noodled it down real quick, and I pushed it off to the side of the road, and here's what's left after the first morning. Now, this took me, I can't exactly remember, but about 2.5 or 3 hours just to buck this thing up and move that piece of crap out of the road. So there's a bunch of wood blocks over there that are waiting to be split, and I'm going to have to come back another day and finish off that stump and go ahead and split all that wood. And it's quite a bit of wood. It's more than you think. It ends up being over a quart of wood. It's a few truckloads of wood in there. I mean, that thing is up to my chest on the back side there where it flares out. And now we're just taking a look at this pile after the second day. I came back and spent another 5 or 6 hours all day, and my truck is loaded to the top, heaping mounted up, and then there's another over 2 ricks of wood that I split, and there's still more blocks of wood waiting to be split. I just was ready to get home. It was 80 degrees and I was burned up, and there is a snake that's living out there under one of my wood piles. It was beautiful, but I have no idea what it was. It was like purple and about 4 feet long and was shining in the sun. I'll have to try to find it again. I don't really know if I want to find it again though, but here's my truck, and that is about 2 ricks of firewood in my truck. I am not even playing. I stacked that thing in rows, and I have one row that's about 13 feet long and a little bit of another pile now. And you can see what's left. So I got to go back and split about 15 more of those blocks of wood, and I'll get on that shortly, but don't worry, I'll do it in my free time. All right, now I'm out here. I found a nice gentleman off of the marketplace here. He's got a big pile of crap I can sell here on, I can put it on YouTube too now, and that's what we're looking at. Are you doing anything with these other piles over here now, or? He says I can have all of this. Okay, well, I'm going to get to work on loading this wood, and I'll probably have to make a couple trips now, so I'll check back in with you shortly. Okay, now there's the load I got of some kafsóxyla there, and this is a really nice gentleman. His name is Ken, and like I said, I found him online there. So there's some ash and some maple and some sweet gum. There was several kinds of wood there, and this is what's left. I just kind of wanted to take a little browse around and show you this pile of crap here. I could take that if I wanted to, and I haven't got around to it yet, but I have moved all of those other piles that are already split. Now that sweet gum on the left, you can see that brighter colored stuff. It looks like it's not quite as seasoned as this stuff over here on the right. Now that is some good burning crap right there. I picked all that out of there already, and I split a bunch of that wood, so that was just a great deal. I want to say thanks to Ken for putting that up online there and giving it away. He just wanted to be able to mow his grass again, so hopefully I helped him out with that, and I got that pile of wood out of his yard. I just wanted to give a little update here now. I bought some of these Oregon stone files in 7/32, and I think they're going to be a lot better for chainsaw sharpening. The cheap China ones, you got to watch what you're buying. Even the ones that say stone filed, if they're really cheap from China, I think what they have is like a metal rod and it's just coated with stone. And that stuff will just flake right off those pieces of crap. I already mentioned it, you only get about one sharpen out of them. So I'm going to give these a try on my saw and let you know as soon as I'm done how they did. Let me go do that right now. Alright, now here's a quick after view of my saw, and I could not get the camera to focus. I was really disappointed. That's a brand new iPhone 16, and it just won't focus in on those close-ups. But I want to mention that I didn't get down into the gullet as good as I wanted to with that Dremel tool. It's a whole different art using that high-speed Dremel, and it's not as easy as hand filing to really fine-tune it and get down and dig that gullet out. Now, that chain did cut really good for a little while, but I would like to get the gullet a little more fine-tuned. Okay, so moving right along, I told you this video would have a little mix of everything, and here's 2 firewood ricks I delivered, and I just about nailed it on the quantity, just eyeballing it there. Filled up 2 racks just about perfect. Just a really nice guy and another successful delivery made. Hello there, is anybody home now?